What's going on, Diggletdreamers? Mathras here for the Delta Battle League Little Cup draft overview. I'm not really going to spend too much time on this because I did not draft this myself. Obviously, this was a randomized draft. If you have seen my other video going over the air quotes overview of my draft, you know that it was randomized, but that's about all I mentioned. That's all the truth I had in that video. The other truth is that I do have way too many water types, but why don't I get into that now? I picked Weasel as my captain. Of course, this is the one pick that I had was for my captain, so I went with Weasel on that one. Weasel is a pretty awesome Pokemon in my opinion. I love the ability Swift Swim and Water Veil. They're both very useful and very fun. Particularly Water Veil with Flame Orb Switcheroo. Shoutouts to my #1 viewed video. But Weasel does get a lot of cool moves that, of course, Floatzel gets as well. I can run special. Well, can it? I don't really know. I guess it can run special and physical. They're pretty similar stats. It also has decent speed, which means it can run all kinds of items. I could run Baton Pass set. I could run Flame Orb Switcheroo. I could run all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to try to have as much fun with this Pokemon as I can. Next up, my Tier A picks, I believe, are the first two here. First is Gothita. Really great because I am able to use Shadow Tag, because I guess Shadow Tag is not banned in what's it called, Little Cup. Although honestly, competitive could be really good if I play my cards right. If I get like a choice specs, a choice scarf. Yeah, it's 45 speed. It's not really that great, but maybe it could work if I could somehow guarantee getting that competitive boost. That could be really good. Anywho, Shadow Tag can be really good. It can help me get something good done. I don't know. I never really used much of Gothitelle in OU Shadow Tag, so I don't really know exactly what to do. But I probably could just stall something out with Calm Mind. So if I need to, that might be what I do. I got dealt Gothita, and I got to use what I have. So it's one of my A tier Pokemon, so I don't really have anything else at its tier level that I can take advantage of. So I have to use what I have, even if I don't really enjoy using it. Taunt and Thunder Wave, great things to have though. So we'll see what we can come up with. My other A tier was Bellsprout, which is kind of cool. I had no idea this thing was really good in Little Cup, because Victory Bell is, I think, just banned out of NU, maybe not. I think it might be banned out of PU. So obviously not the highest tier Pokemon in regular competitive play, but cool to see the Bellsprout is up here. Chlorophyll, great ability. Of course, I'll have to. It kind of comes with the setting up Sun thing, so it's tough, but I might be able to find a way to use it. It does get a lot of cool moves. It does get Encore. I can run special and physical. I can run a mixed. So it gets Sucker Punch, which is cool. Swords Dance. Lots of cool moves here that I can play around with. Unfortunately, not really that fast. Slower than Gothita, actually. So even with Chlorophyll, it's only going to reach base 80, which is really not that fast. So I might run something weird with this. I might just not use Chlorophyll. But 75 and 70 attack stats is pretty solid. So I'm going to definitely take advantage of those. We'll see what we can come up with Bellsprout, though. This Pokemon I'm actually pretty excited about. I believe this is my B tier. Let me double check. I actually have this open right here. We are right here, so let's see. Mime Jr., yeah. And the next four are going to be my B tier picks. So I got Mime Jr., which is kind of cool. Nice base 70 special attack and 60 base speed to go along with it. So it can be a really nice, especially offensive Pokemon. Plus the ability Technician I think is really nice, because it gives me Hidden Power can be 90 power move. So any great move that I could need that would help me out a lot would be necessary. Whatever hidden power coverage move I need for the specific matchup can be a really powerful move for Mime Jr. So that's really cool. Other moves that can be boosted by Technician. Like Nasty Plot, that's really good. Do I get any speed boosting moves? No. Break. No. Sorry. Okay, not much else getting boosted by Technician, unfortunately. Fake Out does. Anything down here? Charge Beam, that could be cool. Confusion might honestly not be that bad. Although I think it comes out to the same as Psychic, so yeah, even less than Psychic actually. Just don't listen to me. Wait, what was that? 60 pound? Covet. Mud Slap. Oh yeah, I think hidden power is better, obviously. Icy Wind though, you could definitely use Icy Wind. Round. Shockwave, although that's pretty much the same as hidden power. Electric. Thief I could potentially use. But okay, so maybe not as many cool moves to abuse with Technician as I thought. But I think this could be a potentially useful Pokemon, so definitely going to use it. And then next we have Shellos, a Pokemon that I really wish was ground type, because as of right now, I have a lot of water Pokemon, so having a water ground type would have been really nice, but as you can see right here, Shellos does not get its ground typing until it evolves. Maybe I'll have to bluff that, because maybe not everybody knows that. That seems kind of a stretch though. But I think Storm Drain definitely best ability here. Get the water immunity plus raging and special attack. I think it's really nice. Basically an offensive version of Water Absorb. But anyway, this thing can probably will be mostly defensive. It does have really nice HP with not great defenses, but it has good special defense. Not really any offensive capabilities are worth writing home about, but it can probably eat up some hits, so we're going to have to take advantage of that. Memento. But lots of moves that I'll have to look through and take advantage of. Of course, I haven't really looked too much into this yet because I'm not too familiar with Little Cup, and of course I didn't pick any of these Pokemon. They're all given to me randomly. So I didn't have a plan in this draft or anything. It's just kind of, I have to work with what I have. But of course this can probably be like a rest. Does it get recover? It does get recover. It'll probably be similar to Gastrodon, is pretty much what I'm thinking. Maybe put a Toxic on there, Sleep Talk. We'll see. Scald will definitely be on there. Number one move in the game. So that's Shellos. Next we have Baniri, which is pretty cool. I love the ability Klutz. I can put like an Assault Vest, Klutz, and Switcheroo on this, which is my favorite Lopunny set. There's actually Moveset Monday for that as well, from one of my first couple episodes of Moveset Monday. But lets me basically perma-taunt something, so it could be really useful, could not be. There's also Agility Baton Pass, which would be really nice if I can just run this defensively. It could be really helpful with Agility Baton Pass. It also gets things like Power Up Punch. I'm sure, where is Power Up Punch? Power Up Punch, Dream Punch, Circle Throw. Lots of cool moves. Does it get High Jump Kick, or is this just Lopunny? I think just Lopunny. But this is a really, I think, underrated Pokemon, as Lopunny is as well. It gets a lot of cool moves because it is a normal type. So definitely could be a lot of weird stuff I could do with this. So we'll see what I come up with in the first match. So we have 5 more Pokemon to go through, I believe. Yeah, one more B tier, which is actually kind of fun that I got both bunnies. I got Bunnelby or Bunnelby as my next one. My final B tier Pokemon. Also, this should be level 5. I was looking at stats earlier, but One will be, of course, huge power, great ability, gives it excusable attack, I guess. 36, wow, that's so bad. But 57 speed, not great either. Really, this thing has not that great stats. But with huge power, it makes it better. So I could run a nice choice scarf here, potentially. It does get Earthquake, which is good. I was afraid it would only get like Bulldoze or something. But it does get U-turn still and Wild Charge. So Return, obviously. Rock Slide, Quick Attack. So all kinds of fun stuff I could run here. Yeah, that'll be cool Pokemon. Needs to work around that speed though. It does get Agility, so there's that. There is that. Next we have Wingull. This is my C tier. I believe I get, is it 2 or 3 C tier Pokemon? I get 3 C tier and 1 D tier. So this is my first C tier Pokemon. I got a Wingull, which is pretty cool. This should not be level. Let me just see if I can set it all to, okay, never mind. Whatever, we're going to ignore the level for now, because I think that all of the rest of these are going to be level 100 too. A Wingull is here. Wingull doesn't really get too many useful abilities. Honestly, could potentially run a Rain team here. We'll see. Maybe I can put a Rain Dish on this. But it does have much better speed than Pelipper. But other than that, really not that much. 55 special attack is its next best stat, so obviously that's why it is C tier. Probably could run a defensive Scald set though. Of course, Scald's always great. You could put Tailwind on here, that could be really nice. U-turn for a pivot. It does get Quick Attack, not bad. Also gets Agility, so there's something here. Could Pursuit. Roost, of course. Scald, Roost, Tailwind, U-turn, potential set. Yeah, Wingull, not the most best offensive Pokemon, but could definitely pull something off with it, which is cool. In the next slot for my second C tier Pokemon, we got Duskull. Stole it away from Aerodon and the Duskeliers. But that's cool. Let me look at the stats real quick. We got a good defensive Pokemon here, which is really nice. Definitely gonna have to take advantage of this. Spin Blocker, potentially. I don't know if I really have any hazard setting Pokemon, unfortunately. Shellos, maybe? I don't think Shellos can Stealth Rock though. I don't think I have anything at all that really sets up hazards, which is really unfortunate. Oh well. But Duskull, Spin Blocker. Does get Levitate and Frisk, which are both cool. I don't think Duskull gets it. Or not Duskull, I think Dusclops. I don't think Dusclops gets Levitate. Yeah, it gets Pressure, doesn't it? So that's cool. It's a ground immunity here. Frisk, also a great ability if I so choose to run it. It gives me a good idea of what my opponent's sets are. I can figure out what his Scarfer is, if something's banded, if it's running like a little berry juice or something. But having access to things like Will-O-Wisp is great. Destiny Bond, Disable. Lots of great moves here that I can use. Taunt, Trick, all good stuff to have on a team. So I'm kind of glad I got this thing. It can be very, very useful. Could put a Blizzard on here. But this will definitely be a top defensive Pokemon on my team. And I'm going to have to take a very good advantage of it. Probably going to rely on it for a lot of things. We'll see. We'll see. Next, for my final C tier, we got Clauncher, which is kind of cool. I was like, oh, Clauncher, that's awesome, but honestly doesn't really have any cool stats to write home about. Only 44 speed and only 58 special attack, so it doesn't really get to use much of its stuff. It actually has better defensive stats than offensive, which is really weird because Clauncher is such a heavy hitter. But it does get Mega Launcher, and it does get Dragon Pulse, Water Pulse. Does it get Water Pulse? Hello? Okay, it does get Water Pulse about Dark Pulse. It doesn't get Dark Pulse. Aura Sphere? What the heck? It doesn't get Dark Pulse or Aura Sphere. does get Ice Beam, Dragon Pulse, and Water Pulse though, so there's that. It also gets Scald, does get Scald, does get U-Turn, does get Sludge Bomb and Sludge Wave, which is cool. I didn't barely even realize that. Does get Aqua Jet, which could be useful. This thing could run like a bulky offense set, potentially, maybe like a Choice Specs or something. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do with this. Choice Specs U-Turn or something. But anyway, we got one Pokemon left, which is my D tier pick, and I feel like I got a good one, despite it being another water type. I feel like compared to other D tier Pokemon like Magikarp, I feel like I got a good deal out of this one. I got Horsey, if you haven't seen it on the screen yet, which is pretty cool. Swift Swim, Sniper. Damp isn't really that cool, but Sniper and Swift Swim, of course, the Critdra, or Critzy, as we might have to use this time, and of course Swift Swim, which would make Rain really nice on this team. But let's see if does this thing get Dragon Dance. It does get Dragon Dance, so I could potentially do that. Unfortunately, 40 special attack doesn't really help there, but 70 special attack and 60 speed is not too bad at all. Not complaining there. So might run like an Ice Beam Hydro Pump. I don't think it gets Draco Meteor. No, it does get Dragon Pulse though, but it doesn't get Stab on that anyway. So like, what's the point? But I definitely could run Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, Scald, maybe Surf if I feel like it. With Rain, it could be really nice. Maybe I could put a Rain Dance on this. So we will see what we come up with that. This thing definitely has options, and I honestly, despite having a bunch of water types on my team, I feel like there's a good amount of options that I can go with on this team. So it'll just take a lot of playing around with those water types until I find something that works. So until then, guys, until the first week of the Delta Battle reaches Little Cup, which is actually happening kind of right now, but I just haven't had the time to really think about it that much. So hopefully the first week will go well. I believe if we're doing the same as the UCL, I think that this is like actually, I don't even know exactly how the UCL did it, but this might be a single elimination tournament style. So maybe the first week will go well, maybe it won't. But we'll definitely see you. Oh crap! See you in the first week of this matchup, and hopefully it'll go well. But until then, guys, keep dreaming. I'll see you then, and peace out.